Shalom, shalom. I'm Brother Kachakwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rachak. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. I'm going to go ahead and read this real quick. Luke 19 and 13. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. So I wanted to read that. This lesson is not going to be too long. It's going to be, I'm trying to make it as encouraging as possible, but when you read that, what's the first things that pop up into your mind? Doing your lessons, go out on the highways and byways, linking up with bros, praying, fasting, reading, studying. These are the main things that should pop up in your mind, which is true. That is occupying yourself in the spirit before the Lord comes. I'm going to get another quick precept, another good one. In the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 39 and 1. It says, But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. That's right. Give me one moment. Right. So it says, and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in the prophecies. That's right. That's another way to occupy yourself. I know the brother Iraq in my camp, the officer Iraq in my camp, he did a great lesson, I think today, if I'm not mistaken, either today or yesterday. He did until time runs into each other, but he did a lesson on pretty much, being idle or whatnot. And he brought out some beautiful precepts and beautiful points. And he was speaking about uncomfortability and comfortable. And when you're in a certain occupation, in order to increase or get better, you got to be in an uncomfortable state. You may have to do some things you don't feel like doing, but you got to keep yourself occupied. In this case, before the Lord comes back, your occupation requires you to be uncomfortable just a little bit, because guess what? I don't see anybody else out there camping with us on a consistent basis. All right, week in and week out, giving up their Saturdays or taking time out of the day. Some people are uncomfortable with just reading, all right. I don't see people doing that all the time, But the Lord said, occupy until I come. And you occupy yourself in these things. But what I really wanted to pinpoint is go a little deeper. All right. I did a lesson with the brother Shamak in my camp the other day about achieving your goals. Well, occupying, let's get the word real quick. All right. The word occupy. And I ain't about to say this. I'm going to let Esau say it.
Strong's G 4231. Pragmatuomai.
Pragmatuomai. All right. And that means to be occupied in anything. All right. To be occupied in anything. Now we read the scripts and we follow the law, correct? So there's been some certain things in the law. It tells you what to do and what not to do, right? It tells you husbandry in the law. It tells you how to maintain a house. It tells you how to maintain your beasts. Even when you read Proverbs, the 12th chapter, it even talks about, I think it's Proverbs, the 12th chapter. It talks about how a righteous man regardeth his beast. But the wicked is like cruel. I'm just paraphrasing. Right? So you got these certain laws, what to eat and what not to eat. Well, I understand I said the do your lessons and link up with bros, highways and byways. Well, why don't you strive to get a house or an apartment? Occupy yourself in that. How about you better yourself financially? How about you occupy yourself in that? All right. How about you take up on husbandry? Go get you some plants. All right. Make you some fields and plant your seeds and follow the script on how to exactly do that. How about you occupy yourself that way? How about you occupy yourself if you want a pet or a dog or a cat or something of that nature? Occupy yourself with that. And well, all these things that you occupy yourself with builds your what? Your responsibility, and it makes you grow the fuck up. You see? Don't sit around all day saying, man, I'm tired of Babylon. Well, you still here. You still here. So what you going to do about your situation? The Lord gave you wisdom. The Lord gave you wisdom, and that's how you occupy yourself. And I'm going to say it straight up. Babylon boring as fuck. Babylon is boring. Okay? Ain't shit to do. And especially ain't shit to do now. You got to pick up some new crafts, new hobbies. All right? If you're into drawing, draw. Paint. If you're into cars, be into cars. Of course, don't go overboard. I'm going to say straight up, I'm into cars. I like cars. I occupy myself with that. I take care of my business spiritually, and everything else falls in the line. But I keep myself occupied, and I keep goals that are obtainable that I can reach. There's more to it than just what I named in the beginning. It's applying it. We always talk about the application of the scripts and the wisdom. It says to be occupied in anything. All right. The scriptures also tell you whatever you find you to do it with all thy might, or put your whole heart into it. I know there's one in Ecclesiastes and one in Colossians. All right. Don't half-ass it. If you want that house, go get that house. Do it in a righteous manner. But what do? To get the help, you pray, you fast, and then you show the Lord that you're taking the correct steps to get where you want to be, and he'll assist you. He'll lay all the cards down on the table, and he'll play it right for you. But he needs to see the effort. He needs to see that you're occupying yourself. Every day you should be doing something that gets closer and closer to your goal. Now, of course, the end game goal is to get salvation, but there's little missions that need to be accomplished to get to the big goal at hand. How are you occupying yourself? It says to carry on a business. That can be, figuratively and literally. Okay? We're not really in the time to open a business right now, But say if you're, carry on in a business. Carry on with your business. If you're at a job, if you still have a job right now, and you want to increase in that job, well, carry on with your business. You see? Don't pussyfoot. Occupy until Yahweh Shai comes back. If you find yourself bored every day, well, guess what? You are not occupying. And I'll be real, even through this quarantine, you still shouldn't be bored. There's things to do. The scripts have things to do for you. All right? That's why the scriptures say in Hebrews, the 3rd chapter, verse 1, it says, consider the high priest and apostle of our profession. Okay? Of our profession. Meaning we're professionals in this thing. And our boss is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. That's who we consider. Okay? This is a professional, so be a professional. Professionals keep occupied in their business. Why don't you? If you wanted that car, go get the car. If you wanted that position at your job, go get it. If you wanted to grow cherry tomatoes and some peppers and things, well, just do it. Do it. All right. Of course, if it fits in the means of your lifestyle, because every brother has a different lifestyle that they can maintain. You see, if it's not going overboard, I'm not just saying just wild out and do it. No, do what's in your means, because also the scriptures talk about the spirit was given in measure. So I didn't want to make this too long, but the scripts say it right there. Yahweh Shai. Occupy until I come. That doesn't just mean, okay, read, study, lingo. Yes, do those things, but after you do those things, don't sit around and be like, man, fucking hate Babylon. Man, this shit whack, man. Yeah, the shit is whack. All right, but make the most of it while you're here. If you're a follower of Yahushua HaMashiach, you will understand that he mastered the carnal realm and he mastered the spiritual realm. So why don't you? He did it. You claim to follow. Why don't you? Master it. All right? Follow Solomon, who was Yahushua. He mastered it on the carnal side. He had everything. And he was wise with it. That's why we read his books to this day. You see? So Lord willing, this was edifying and encouraging. Man, there's things to do, man. Don't just sit around moping. Make a goal. Fuck it. You can do it. You got the spirit with you. Yeah, how about Shem Yahushua with you? You can do it. Follow the laws and the instructions that he gave you. And do it. He gave you wisdom. He expects you to use it. All right? That's why I'm going to say it. Read it one more time. Luke 19 and 13. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds. Okay? So he gave them something. He gave them something to work with. And said unto them, occupy till I come. Work with it. Them 10 pounds is a measure of spirit that he gave. Okay? Work with it. Work with it. And occupy. Stay occupied in business. Stay occupied in anything. And just do what you got to do. Don't sit around moping around hoping that Babylon gets destroyed and did it. Yes, we do hope that. But you just sitting around doing that, you ain't occupying until he come, man. Get to it. Make some carnal goals. Make some spiritual goals. And get to it. You should always be busy. You should always be working. With that, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Brother Kasha Kuala. Until next time, Shalom.